LTMVTA, less than minimum viable Twitter account. So the old way was dropping slang to make it cool for your friends. The new way to do Twitter is setting your intention. What is your intention? For Jesus Christ's sake, no. You leave my room to go to the retard room. Sorry, stupid people room, more politically correct. And immediately you've lost focus. You leave my genius room to go to snowflake room, and you come back literally with no focus. I again ask you, what is your intention? We knew when we were left by you that when you came back, you would be dumber had you not have even entered this room. Why? Because why are there haters? Because this is so easy to do and it's easier not to do, right? You just said networking. Like what's good? What's your focus? You said worse than emotion. At least emotions are real. You went details, emotion, networking. Like emotion, hey, brain's on, not in a good way, but the bad part of the brain, at least it's on. Networking. Is that your brain really thinking, or is your brain seeming like it's thinking? Make people think and they hate you. Make people pretend they're thinking and they love you. Why do I have haters? And I listen. I know you better than you know you. I know where you're going. By the way, you got to send a text back. You can't just not send a text back. It's embarrassing. Like for every text that I send you, you should send me 2 to 10. Because losers send messaging ratios. What's the loser messaging ratio? Do I have your permission to be honest with you? No, say it. Say the whole thing or else I don't know. What is the... I thank you for your permission and I thank you for consent. And by the way, this actually applies to Putty. Do you think that I use consent after the fact, or do you think I use consent as a catalyst, second time I've said this, as a speed seduction method to try to get really hot women that are smart to want to bang me? Just leave it on mute. Leave it off mute. Talk whenever. Don't hit mute in a room with 2 people. You should laugh, see? You probably didn't laugh at all in the stupid people rooms. Answer the question. No, answer the question. Nice try. Before that, when I was gonna say something not positive, before that, third time. Okay, what is your focus? Where are your notes? Where's the pieces of paper? It's an app called Pen and Paper. Chinese people invented it 7,000 years ago, and you think it's technology that intimidates you. Oh, good. So what is your focus? Oh, good. What is your focus? Do you see how you have to have a lot of focus? Because those are right answers. Find a buyer. Those are right answers external, hashtag external API. What is the messaging ratio for losers? What's the loser messaging ratio? 1-to-1. Okay? If I text a hot girl, I will keep texting her until her vagina mucus becomes apparent through the phone. Vaginal mucus. Max Levchin taught me that. Women have these cycles where sometimes it's more mucus, the viscosity increases. Therefore, hashtag luteal phase. What's the Larry Chang messaging ratio with Larry Chang to whale? Larry Chang to female gets confusing. Which way? Who's the one? Who's the 100? Who's you? I am actually. Good job. You didn't fold under pressure. I text messaged Rudy Garza at Texas Super Angel. Texas like Austin, super like great. Angel like, oh, Angel. Did you write that down, or did you just let that $1 million networking contact like just wash off your duck's back the way that you did in the stupid room? The special classroom, sorry. The short bus room. Are these all politically correct? Yeah, I texted Rudy Garza 60 some times. The first time he responded, he showed up, spoke at my event, and he said this phrase before he handed me millions and millions and millions of dollars. He said this: I have never met a more persistent person. You will be successful doing whatever you want to do. True story. Rudy Garza. What's his, will you read back? I forgot his Twitter. Can you read that back for me? You don't know it? No. The first 2 times were free. Third time, that's gonna be $1. I'm gonna wait for your PayPal transaction. Yeah, $1. Or Venmo. Guess what my username on Venmo is? Ah, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'll wait for your financial transaction to clear before cutting you back in. So I'm actually not gonna wait because I'm listening, because what we do on mute is what we succeed on, So know that when nobody's watching you practice, everybody's watching you practice. When you think nothing's happening because you put yourself on mute, that's what I care about. In fact, some conference calls, the only information that gets really transferred is after the meeting ends or while the meeting is muted. Rudy Garza, messaging ratio. I texted him on the 64th time. He showed up downstairs of where I live. It's not creepy. Brady, no talking. Come here, come here, come here. There's no talking. So I actually live at the Four Seasons. So he showed up in a room to speak, and he said when he showed up, I've never met somebody as persistent. That's this guy, right? Hey, Brady, you want to say hi? Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. All right, you're back. I saw it. Maybe I didn't see it, but I'll trust that you sent it. At Rudy Garza, at Texas Super Angel. I just taught you to take $1, okay, and turn it into more than $1. At Texas, like Austin, Super, like great, Angel. Texas Super Angel, at Texas Super Angel. So just say on Twitter to no followers, "Hi, Mr. Garza. Larry Chang said positive things about you and how he met you. Is it true about the messaging ratios?" Okay, now you got to activate. Now he has to respond because it makes him look good to have you recite a story where I beg. Because, you know, I kind of surpassed, you know, everybody in my meteoric ascent. But I'm thankful for the people that I met along the way, because I'm eventually going to meet all those people back on the way down. Sure, go ahead and interrupt my stand-up routine. It was funny. The question was, how ridiculous would it be if you're in the room and you wanted to be an actor, right? Right now, my face looks like I'm depressed as AF. I can't tell you, like, that's why you're of low socioeconomic, that's why you're at where you're at. So when you're in the same place, how old are you now? Yeah, so when you're 82 in the same place, okay, that's not gonna be good. Because you lost focus, like you extrapolated, so you did what almost all people who get to where they're going do, which is you start spending money before it comes in. Because I've showed you how it works, and you've already gotten there, and now you're starting to spend money. The first thing my friend Mark Cuban did, okay, when he got to be rich, when he sold his first company, Micro Solutions, Micro Mark Cuban, even though he's tall and surprisingly athletic. Like, he looks puffy on TV. Puffy's not the word. He looks normal on TV, but a camera, it adds 20 pounds to a 5'2" girl. It adds like 60 pounds if you're a 6'4" dude. So the camera adds 60 pounds. When you meet him in person, well, you won't, because, you know, I'm now an insult comic. You won't, because, you know, you'll try to be an actor. But the first thing that my friend Mark did when he sold his business, he was an actor for a while, which is why he does so many cameos and stuff. So why don't you do cameos after you get to 600K, because you literally went full retard. You literally went full retard. And you're not even young going full retard. You're old going full retard. You're gonna be pissed when you find out how old I am talking to you like this. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you wanna be an actor? You wanna be in a room? First of all, I'm only in movies, okay, with guys like George Clooney. And what was your name again? Konya what? Oh. Kona what? Actually, don't use the last name, even though I'm not even recording you. From a movie standpoint, why are we talking about this? From a movie standpoint, my next film is probably gonna be another Clooney film, because I'm a loyal guy. Do you have 17 sticks up front for me to do some horrible movie about two dudes in a room? You better pay my Asian up front, Don Ye. I want to be an actor. You know what this is like? This is like talking to a woman. I'll walk a woman, not Lisa Falzone. She's great. She's great. Caroline Rodriguez, great, okay? And every other female founder that I talk to, great. But you sound like a hot girl that I don't go out on after date number 1.5. After seeing me do what? You talk like a hot girl unless you've got, 38D, 22 waist and 34 hips, okay? You and I are gonna have a hard time being friends. That's bra measurements if you don't know. No, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ben, you just saved your cohort because he just said something horrible and I just got really demoralized. So I was gonna literally put baby in a corner because I'm doing a video about my notes and recap for you guys. And then what do? You guys all unmute. Our room's just gotten 100% bigger. 200%. Oh my God. This is why arithmetic is actually hard for Silicon Valley. It went from 2 to 3. It's 50%. My God. This is why women, stop. You're on video. You're on video. You're not on video. I'm on video. Recording myself, recording notes for Konya, and now you, B. What was your question to Konya? Oh, here's the answer. Okay? Women get confused about fractions. So women get confused about fractions and will multitask trying to get from 0 to 600K with women's issues. $600K. Did you not? You should be. I'm reciting your dollar figure. Konya, 600K. Sixth time. 600K. Are you confused as to what 600K is? That's what you said. 0 to 1. Then you said 600K. I can do 600K. And I've said 600K, which is money in your pocket. And you said the word actor. You said the word networking, which has nothing to do with 600K. So your likelihood of 600K is what percentage? It's actually negative 1,000%. What's my likelihood of getting to 600K if I had to start over? What? What? It's only 1,000. It's only it could be 1,000%, but like, you know, it's Saturday at it's Saturday at 7:20. So it's 1,000% if it's by 7:25. But if you give me 24 hours, it's 1,000,000,000%. Every time you open your mouth, it's an opportunity to close your brain. Every time you open your mouth, it's an opportunity to lose focus. I let you guys both have the mic on, which both your guys' mics should be on, and K doesn't care that he lost focus, because you should be cutting off B by saying, hey, you're interrupting the most important meeting of my life. But it feels like you're multitasking. I know Ben's fine because your goals don't matter to you. Is this too tough a love? I could talk to you as if we're women, because I've done gender reversal entrepreneurship exercises before. Gender reversal entrepreneurship exercises. In Silicon Valley, there are a slew of genius articles written as a woman giving advice to women. As a woman named Larry Chang giving advice to women. Do you know how hard it is in today's day and age to let a man? I spoke at SWIB. Palo Alto's got a local city college. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's #1 in the Bay Area. It's called Stanford University. I spoke at SWIB, Stanford Women in Business. My keynote is on YouTube. Do you know how hard it is to speak at a women's conference? So let's talk like we're women, because you're acting like women. So let's be women. Go. So they're talking about some other stuff, and I'm gonna focus on my focus, which is where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? And will you focus pen and paper on getting there? So it's a bad thing if your mentor knows your goals better than you know your own goals. So if you're getting away from your goals, like there's this, if you're getting away from goals, that's not good. There's this article called Who's Smarter, a Stanford CS major or a FedEx package? Because a FedEx package will constantly update you en route to where you're going. Whereas a CS major starts chasing super shiny objects.